If you're dating a Scorpio, or if you're involved with Scorpio, if a Scorpio is mad at you, if you want to get to know a Scorpio, if you're watching this as a Scorpio, get some popcorn, kick back, enjoy it. I'm going to pick on us a little bit, but I'm going to spill some of the secrets because look, if someone's really serious about it, if someone really wants to get close to us, if they're going to go to YouTube and try to research ways to do that, let's give them some bonus points for effort. Let me give them some of the secrets. Let me give them at least a few, just a couple. Little tiny nuggets of information that they can at least use to navigate us a little bit more easily, because let's face it, Scorpios, we are not necessarily that easy to navigate. For whoever's watching this, if you're trying to get insight, I will tell you the number one thing right off the bat. We're not going to start at 5 and work our way down. No, I'm going to tell you the single most important thing that you need to remember if you're dealing with a Scorpio, because you might frantically be watching this video trying to get some sort of information to help you before a Scorpio stinger lashes out. So I'm going to tell you the one thing. And odds are you've probably already done it if you're looking for videos about how to deal with a Scorpio. Don't ever lie to us. Just don't. Just don't ever lie. It's so simple. If you are mad at us, tell us you're mad at us. If you don't want to see us for 2 days because we're getting on your nerves, say, I don't want to see you for 2 days because you're getting on my nerves. But you better be back in 2 days and you better be over it, because that's what you said. Scorpios just don't want you to lie. Just don't lie. Don't lie to us. Be honest. Don't hide things. Don't sugarcoat things. Don't flat out blatantly lie about things. If you follow that one rule with Scorpios, you've already eliminated like 75% of the potential pitfalls that you will run into. It's simple. Don't lie. For the Scorpios watching this, go into the comments, agree with me. Just don't lie. We hate it. We hate lies more than anything. Now, if you're not a Scorpio and you're watching this, I hear you, but Scorpios are the biggest liars in the world. No. We're not the biggest liars in the world, but we are the most guarded, difficult, challenging, nearly impossible to get any information out of sign that you will encounter. We do not like revealing things about ourselves. We do not like showing things about ourselves. We do not like talking about ourselves until we know that you're someone we can trust. And guess how you get us to trust you? Go back and watch what I just said. Don't lie. Just don't lie. Don't lie to a Scorpio. For my second thing, I do feel like this is going to be revealing a little bit of information, but I think this is one that the Scorpios will not get mad at me for sharing. The second thing you need to keep in mind if you're dealing with a Scorpio is that we're going to worry about you a lot. Way more than makes any sense. Extremely irrational worry, but we will worry about you. And it can get annoying. We try our best not to let you know how much we worry, but sometimes we just react. Sometimes we just show it, even when we're trying not to. Scorpios worry a lot, and there's a reason for that. Scorpios aren't intimidated or shy about scary things, dark things, things that are taboo, things that people don't like to talk about. We very often have a bit of a fixation on crime, on murders, on criminals, serial killers. We find that type of human behavior to be fascinating. It doesn't mean that we necessarily are going to do it. If you look up serial killers by their zodiac sign, there are very few Scorpios. So that either means that we don't kill people, or it means that we just don't get caught when we do bad things. I'm not going to tell you the answer to which one that is, but it's one of those two things. But we do find those darker, heavier, painful, scary, sad things interesting. Most signs don't want a lot of that in their life. And it's not that Scorpio necessarily wants a lot of that stuff in their life, but they do want some of it, because Scorpios need to feel the full range of emotions. We're water signs, and we are, in a way, the most watery of water signs. It's almost like Scorpios have the same intensity as the fire signs. We're very fiery water. I think Adele did a song about that. How can I explain this? You guys tend to say that we are only extremes. You believe we just jump from being happy to being whatever the opposite is of that, and there's nothing in between it. And that's wrong. Scorpios actually have everything that can exist between those two extremes, and we go through all of that. We feel all of it. We might move through it very quickly, but we know where we're at in terms of those emotions. It's very often why you might think that we're angry, but for us, we might say, I'm not angry, I'm frustrated, because there's a difference for us. You might perceive us as being angry based on what your anger is like. But if you've ever dealt with an angry Scorpio, you know that our anger is very different. Very, very different than most people's anger. You probably don't want to make us angry. So I'm going to point you back to number one. Don't lie to us. I feel like some of you are still going to lie.
One eternity later.
Back to worry. We're going to worry because that's something that we do. We think too much, and we've seen a bunch of crazy stuff. We've read a lot of crazy stuff. People have told us a lot of crazy stuff that they've gone through, because people tend to do that with Scorpios. They tell us stuff. We don't even have to ask most of the time. They just volunteer it. Like really horrible, painful stuff. They just tell us because they know we can take it. They know we can handle it, and they know we're not going to judge them for whatever it is that they just said. But because we know all that stuff, we worry a lot. So yeah, we're going to be a little bit possessive. We might be a little bit weird around people that we don't know. We might not like it if you're hanging out with someone we haven't had a chance to feel out yet. It's not because we're super, super jealous. Honestly, this is another Scorpio secret, but Scorpios are jealous in a way, but it's not really jealousy. It's actually more possessiveness. We see you as being ours. Meaning, not that we have control over you, but we have an obligation to you. We have a loyalty to you. We've decided we care about you, and we don't do that very easily. And once we decide that, then we feel like we need to protect you. We need to watch out for you. We need to be aware of what's going on. We're very possessive and protective. But in terms of jealousy, the truth of the matter is, if a Scorpio doesn't feel like you think they are amazing, they're probably not gonna maintain much of an emotional connection to you. I think that one might make some of the Scorpios a little bit mad that I explained that so bluntly. So don't kill me in the comments. I had to give them something. That's actually helpful. Don't ever try to make a Scorpio jealous. I mean, you might take our response as us being in a jealous rage, but we're really just mad. And 9 times out of 10, when we're done in that situation, we're done with you. We just don't walk away. We burn everything to the ground and then we walk away, just to make the point. But jealous creatures, we're really not. Possessive, absolutely. So earlier, when I was mentioning that we aren't intimidated by things that are a little bit heavy, that people tell us things, it's fine if people tell us things. It's not okay if you tell people things about us. That's a huge no-no for Scorpios. If we trust you and we tell you something that we wouldn't tell other people, and then you tell other people that thing about us, just know that we know 5 times more about you than you know about us. So don't ever betray the trust that a Scorpio gives you. We don't give trust out easily. We don't trust people easily. We don't really like people all that much. So if we've decided we like you and we trust you, that means you're like one of the most special people we've ever encountered in our entire life. And Scorpios encounter a lot of people because people are drawn to us because we're mysterious. Mysterious. It's not so much that we try to be mysterious. I think people think that Scorpios try to be mysterious. The truth of the matter is that Scorpios just don't share that much. It's not about trying to get people to be drawn into us. That's just something that happens. When you don't show people a lot, people try to figure you out. It's just something that comes along with being a Scorpio. So Scorpios have ample opportunity to meet people. If we decide you're one of the people we actually want to interact with again, or be involved with, have a relationship with, be friends with, we think you are a spectacular example of human. So if you then turn around and betray us, that makes us feel dumb. And Scorpios don't like to feel dumb at all, period. Making us feel dumb, the only way you can do that is if we realize we were dumb. We definitely do not deal well with trusting someone who ultimately was not trustworthy. It's a huge thing for Scorpios. So guys, I have no idea how this video is going to turn out. I'm just trying some things today where I'm sitting down and just talking into the camera, not doing readings. I have not been sleeping well, and so my energy is a bit low, but I wanted to sit down and hang out with you guys and do something and come up with something for the channel that I can post over the next couple of weeks. And so hopefully this turns into something that you loved. If you did, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please take a moment to subscribe. Make sure that you also click the bell notification icon. That will let you know when I put new videos up. And leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite tip about Scorpios was. If you have one that you think I really should have included, put that in the comments below as well. If there was something I said that you can't believe I actually shared that, how dare I, you can leave it in the comments. I may or may not respond to you though. So I love you guys so much. I hope that you did actually enjoy this, because I would probably have fun making these for some of the other signs. If you want me to do your sign, leave your sign in the comments below. And just in case you haven't had enough of me yet, I'm gonna put some videos here for you. I'm just gonna they'll be like here-ish in this area. And you can just click on one of those videos, and I'll run and change clothes really quickly, and then I'll meet you there, and we can just keep hanging out. It won't be weird at all. So click it.